Okay, so I've just got started with Amazon KDP, and I wanted to give you a little tutorial of how to get your book up there and published, because it's a bit complicated, but I think with this video you'll be able to do it like a pro, because I've pretty much nailed it down to a T now, and I can do them in seconds. So here we go. So I'm just going to bring you over to my web page, if that's the correct one. Yes, it is. Interesting. Good. And you, what you'll do is you'll sign up for Amazon KDP. I'm not going to give you the sign up process. This is about putting your first book out there. So you can see it's protected my artwork for some reason and hasn't displayed it. So sometimes it will do that, but don't worry, they're there. So what you'll want to do, and I've been practicing with this series actually, so we'll touch a little bit on that later. Make a paperback, because we're not going to make electronic books for journals that have no content. So what you want to do first is type out your description, and we will call this just SFGRG. Now SFGRG would be the name of whatever you called your artwork, and I've put over here some things that I've got from Jack Ingram, so thanks Jack, that he got from Ryan Hogue, thanks Ryan, to put into the subtitle to help you with your SEO and stuff. So this is a basic one. I've just got it there. I used it because the camping one was the first one I ever did. So this will be an SGFG lover journal for lovers of whatever FGFG represents, you know, like outdoors or whatever category it falls into. So yeah, you can use this, but just remember that these ones here, hang on a second, yeah, these ones here, camp and tent and camping lover, sorry, and lovers of tenting outdoors, that all needs to be changed. They're just keywords put in there to fill out for this example. And my first book. And then author. So I'm not sure if you can put your business name here, but what I just use on Amazon is my name, because on Amazon, of course, we're all buying stuff from Amazon, so you can use the same account and password there. And I also have that for Amazon, oh my god, the Audible section of Amazon, where you voice over for books, because I do a little bit of that and a couple of books for Amazon as the voice for ebooks. So what it does here is you can just click that and it auto-fills your name and surname, because it knows you, and you can add anyone else here. But the important part is this, the description. Now I'll put these things I've got in on my notes here, I'll put them both in the description down below, so you'll be able to download them as they are. So you can just replace whatever's in here with whatever you need to. And what I've learned is to put this into the title. Just everything there, just go right over the top. Then space, colon, not that button, space. And then put this. Boom. That is that done. Your description is now done, because you're going to have this already from the thing I post in the description down below. I own the copyrights, that's what you want to do, because obviously it's going to be yours and no one else's, I hope. And come down to here and start with your keywords. So we've got SFGRG, so you want to just type in random sentences that say SFGRG of the outdoors, going wild, if it's an outdoor wild thing, you know, and sentences like that. You know, you don't just want to put one word in these things, because you'll only have 7 words. So for instance, if this was a camping journal, I would put camping and outdoors for nature lovers. That's one. I wouldn't use capitals obviously, but I'm just going to keep that. And then you'd, you know, do similar things like tenting and outdoor trips and things like that, and you'd fill out as many of these as you can. I don't think I've ever done all 7, but you don't need to. And say this, I'm going to keep it camping, because we're going to choose the categories now. So diaries and journals, because we're making a journal, that's what it is. Boom, done. Now with this section I find it quite hard to find whatever I'm looking for in here, so I don't think camping's in there, so just travel might be in there or something, and parks and and whatever, parks and campgrounds. There you go. That's what I'd do for camping. And it's not over 18. If it was like drugs, swearing, alcohol, sex, or whatever, what's it saying is wrong. So yeah, you'll get a free ISBN. I'm not going to do that now because I ain't going to make this. I ain't going to waste one of their ISBNs. I know they're probably infinite, but it is what it is. Now, this is the part where you upload the manuscript, which is the inside of the book and all the words, but in this we're not having words, so it's just blank lines. And we'll still need to upload that, and I'll show you where to get that from, and we do the cover here as well. Right, we're here at bookbolt.io, which is the site where we're going to get the resource for the manuscript from. So if you just want to hover over where it says resources and go down to the interior wizard. I'll put a link for this in the description as well. And just click interior wizard. Now you want no bleed, 6x9, 120, because that's what we described on the KDP page, remember? So yeah, we've got a 6x9 and we want 120 pages in this journal, which we put in the description, which is on the other page we can't see just now. And we want to choose journal and just hit download. It's that easy. It will come up here and you can just download it there. I've already got this on my pewter, so I'm not going to download it again. But this one's come up with a 5.8 no bleed for some reason. Journal 5.8. That happened to me before, so if that happens again, just change that number again. I think it's because I changed the page count. So just keep an eye on that. Yeah, 6x9, no bleed. And you just want to download that to wherever you need it. And now you can upload that straight away into this manuscript. I'm not going to show you doing that because you just download and upload something. Everyone knows how to do that. And then using this part here, you want to click upload a cover that you already have. So we're going to learn how to do that just now. So here we are in Photoshop. Now I've already deleted all the mess that's inside this box. When you download the template from KDP, on those screens you'll be able to see a little link on there, a hyperlink to let you download this template. So when you do that, you'll get something that looks like this, and it will have some gibberish in here and some gibberish in here. Just delete all that stuff, and I'll delete this as well. We're going to go from scratch, as far back scratch as we can, because I don't have the original. I could have started with that one, but oh well, it is what it is. So you'll get this, and then what I've done is I've just deleted all the stuff inside and make it a transparent background, and now it's just got this border and this barcode yellow thing. This is just a reference anyway. What you can also do is, instead of deleting it all, you can just go up here to the opacity. You can't see my mouse, which is crazy. I'm going to have to use loads of pointing arrows. Just go to the opacity and just drop the opacity down, and then you'll be able to see whatever artwork you put on there through it. So that's another way of doing it. And then if your wrong button. If your artwork has a certain color for a background, then I always have this just on. It doesn't matter what color you choose at first. Just pop that behind it. So you can always just double click that and change the hex code number, or just choose a new color. And you can always go, if you're on Contrado, then go into a product and just type the name of the product into your search on your products, edit it, and you'll see the color. Just click on background, just copy the hex code from in there, and then come and double click this and paste it in there, and you'll have the same color. On RedBubble it's slightly different. If you go into your artwork and edit your artwork, then scroll down, ignore the first hex code because that kind of resets. Jump to any of the other hex codes that have got the color that you want, and just click on the color change button in the edit options of each product and copy the hex code from there. That's the way you can do it from RedBubble. I'm not sure how to do it on Merch by Amazon because I haven't started that yet, and I'm sure it's going to be a pretty similar process on the other platforms too. So yeah, what you'll do from here is, if I just get up a piece of my artwork, but you just drag and drop that piece of artwork onto there. There you go. And just resize it as it is. This piece of artwork, once you drop it, you get this grid thing, and if you hold Alt you can sort of shrink it and it will stay centered on where it was, wherever this thing is. But you want to bring it over to this side to stay on that center line, and just approximate it in the middle there, hit enter, and everything's good and Bob's your uncle. Now I'd choose a different color because this actually has a different color from the rest of the product, as you might have seen on the t-shirt video that just popped up a second ago. But that is that. And then what you'd do is you'd turn that off, come up here, save as, and now you can see I've got all of my other ones already here, and because if I drag and drop one of these on here, they've all got this information in already, and I can already see it and just work with what I've got and save it here as a PDF PDP Photoshop. And that's where you'd save it, and then you'd go back to your Amazon KDP and upload your cover there. And when you do that, it takes a little while, and once it does, this will pop up, and you have to press this to be able to move on. So you can see it started to prepare my files. This takes a little while. I've actually had to change my tactics a little bit. I uploaded something and assigned an ISBN just so I can get to this next screen, because I think it's quite important, this screen, very important. So I'll get back to you when this is done. Right, so when that's finished uploading, you'll come to a place like this. I had to change the artwork around just so I could do this for you. So if we approve this, it will take us into that same page again, and it will just let us know that all of this is complete now, and we can move on and do the pricing. You can see the printing cost just there. So we save this. I'm not sure how to delete books yet, so this will be interesting at the end of this video to delete this thing. Right, so I don't know much about this page other than what I've learnt from Jack, but I've learnt a few more things just by, you know, with a calculator basically, because it's very different. So it doesn't really matter what you choose your primary marketplace. And I'll just show you something about this expanded distribution button as well. So if what I do is for mine, I put $5.99 for all my journals, okay? So that'll be the American price. Now you can see in the other country you'll get a royalty of 130 and 11 pence when it goes to the expanded distribution. Now I'm not sure if this is a good idea, so do let me know in the comments down below whether this is actually worth it or not, because 11 pence is shit. So $5.99, I usually just copy that into all of these, so they're all $5.99, playing that, you know, price psychology with everybody then, which is something I'd love to have on RedBubble. Because I do it with the Brits, but obviously the Americans is the biggest market. So, yeah, so I just change all of these to $5.99. I think I copied the wrong word. There we go. So camping isn't a price, we know that. So, so you just have to wait a minute when it does that little thing. Just wait and then do them. $5.99. $5.99. Now you can see this one, the Japanese one, is set as $6.92. Which is the minimum, which wasn't the same as the rest of them, so it's different. And if you put this out as it is, you're going to get nothing at all. So on the first few books I changed this one to a 9 just so the price psychology kicked in. But look, 4 yen, I don't even know what that is, but if 250 euros is 30,000 yen, then we've got to change this figure. So I changed it to 799. Now 64 yen is better than 4 yen, right? And the same with the Canadians as well. Just changes 66 to 99. Price psychology again. Even though it costs more, it still looks better like that. And then what you'd do is you'd save that, and then it would be in review for 72 hours. And this one will probably be rejected because it's random. Got some random details in there. But that is pretty much how you upload your first book to KDP with the likelihood of it getting, you know, accepted and not rejected, which is not what you want. So just make sure that you're clicking the adult button if it's got sex, drugs and rock and roll in there, and make sure that you're not setting yourself up to actually be paying somebody to buy your book in Japan, because that would be really shit. And please, somebody inform me about what this is and whether I should just untick that button for everything. Cool. Anyways, it's been another great video, so I'm going to leave you to it. Bless.